All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby. We're tied. Big win. The Carolinas are back. Canes and FC win on the same night. Let's go. Charlotte FC gets a dub, and the Hurricanes get a dub tonight. Let's go. How's it going, Kyle? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We finally got some energy here. What got the Canes through today? What got the Canes through this series so far? Resilience, baby. Resilience. That is what helped Hurricanes get there, all right? Through today's game. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Canadian or Carolina? I'm a Carolina fan, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in here. That was a lot of fun. What up, Jennifer? What up, Snowdrop? What up, Kyle? Dominic, Mylk, how we doing, ladies and gentlemen? 1 second here while I'm getting this going. Who wins the series? Canes. Habs. Let me know on YouTube. Got a poll there. I don't care if you're here or not. Look, I'm a Canes fan. I don't care. I'm a Canes fan. I sat here during that whole loss the whole time and dealt with Canadiens fans. If you want to get mad, that's fine. You don't have to be here. Would have been nice if they could have done it last night. I don't know. The Avs, yeah, it was tough for the Avs. Who do I want to see go to the NBA Finals? I would like to see the Spurs. I would like to see, let's see, so Spurs versus the Knicks is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. I know OKC won the last one. Man, what a game today. What a performance for the Hurricanes. Desperately needed that win tonight. Desperately needed that win tonight. And they got it done. Huge win, though. Huge win overall. How are we feeling, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome on. Welcome all. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a thumbs up there. I did take notes during this one here as well. And who's going to release the Knicks shirt? Oh, that's pretty cool. I did take notes during this game, and we'll get through the notes and everything like that as well. But how we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Do you feel the Canes are worried? Not at all. And I said this last game too. I don't think that they were worried. I said I was not panicking. The thing that I was wanting to see was if Carolina could get that win today in Game 2, and they did. You'll feel Anderson is not playing good. I don't think Anderson's playing terrible, right? So my thing with Anderson in general is I think that he's not had to face many shots, which is due to Carolina's play style, and that's why it's been tough today. I don't blame him much for in the first game, maybe a goal or two, but overall, I'm not as much hating on that one. I'm not as much hating on that one in general. But, you know, Anderson has not been phenomenal, but I think the defense was the problem, and today they did that. That is what Hurricanes hockey is, ladies and gentlemen. Fine. We seen it tonight. It took forever to actually get it back to it, but we got back to Hurricanes hockey tonight. That is what we've been talking about. The domination. Yes, it still went to overtime. I would like to have seen more pucks get in the back of the net, but this is one of those games where Carolina just could not get the puck in the back of the net, but they still played as well as they did. And overall, you got to be happy with that. So, there's still more work to be done, but it feels good to finally have a win in this series. And now maybe they can put everything, the previous, back to rest there. You think the rest of the series is going to be back and forth? It very well could be. Carolina has finally got to like where they wanted to. I'm telling you, this is how Carolina plays hockey. Game 1 was just absolutely uncharacteristic. Absolutely uncharacteristic in that one. And for a Carolina standpoint. Now, I did take some notes today. During the game there. You feel like Carolina has been playing scared as the team is worried that Anderson is not good enough to win this series. I don't see that. I don't see the same thing. I've watched Carolina for a long time, and I've watched through Anderson and many others. I disagree with that. I have not seen that. That has not been my perspective. Thanks, everybody, for being here, by the way. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tap on that screen as you're coming in. Let me make sure this one thing is set up so that we're good to go so everybody can see the chat correctly. Welcome, everybody. Wish we still had Marty Natchez as we ended up with nothing, and Marty is a superstar, I feel. Okay, all right. I like Logan Stankoven. Logan Stankoven is producing in the playoffs. I disagree. But yeah, I'm not worried about Carolina and with Freddie. Freddie's been phenomenal. Freddie's not the issue. He wasn't the problem today. He wasn't the problem with the loss the other day at all. I mean, if you think about it, the 2 goals that were allowed today, so like the one was an absolutely unlucky. So I do have the notes and stuff like this, but we're talking about the goals for the Habs. The first goal was took an unexpected bounce off of Nikishin's foot point blank, which, it is what it is, right? It happens. And then the second one, there's so much traffic there in front of him, he was not able to locate that puck. That's not him at all. You feel like he's not playing good. He has like a .92 save percentage. I don't want to hear that. Holy cow. What a game, Christopher. What a game. But statistically, like, Freddie Anderson's one of the best, like, top 2 goalie performers this playoff, Bruce. So, like, I'm not listening to that. I'm not listening to that. What a game, Christopher. Carolina, what a game. Big win today. Should have been in overtime. You can't keep defending a goalie who breaks easily. You want to talk about a goalie who struggled tonight, and I seen the emotions come out of it? Dobich, we saw the inexperience and the immaturity of Dobich tonight. Carolina's starting to get in his head. I promise you, it's different here. Absolutely. It's like Svechnikov living rent-free in that mind. Not as bad as, like, for instance, Markstrom of the past, but man. You mean in this series? He's not been the problem this series. The problem in the first game with this series was 100% the defense, Bruce. But yeah, okay, so here's some notes today. First off, Eric Robinson had an absolutely, I don't know what Eric Robinson's on, but he's scoring every game is crazy. I've seen what Freddie has done. Been here since they got him. He's not steady as the playoffs go. I understand that. I'm not someone that is like saying that Freddie is the problem in the past. You have to be, being a goalie is a what have you done for me lately thing. That is 100%. I don't care what he did last playoff series. I don't care what he did during the regular season. If you look at the 9 games that he's now played, the 10 games that he has now played, he has 9-1. He's done great. It's a pattern. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's just not how this works. I mean, I've been here for the whole time as well. I do apologize to you, but like, I don't see the problem. Freddie's not been the issue here today. And yes, if Freddie was the problem, I would call it out 100%. For instance, there's only been like 1 or 2 goals that I've been like really upset with Freddie with. The one being the time where he was just standing there and the puck came to his skate and then went in. I like PK too, but there's no way that PK gets into this series if anyone else has got to be busty. But you can't trust him. Freddie's the dude right now. Look, I 100% want to get someone else in net, no doubt. But the thing is we have to focus on what we can do right this second, and we're talking about the playoffs. I want to get that. We'll focus on that in the offseason. But Freddie's the best option for Carolina right now, and he's playing fine. You've been saying this series, the big issue has been Rod's coaching mistakes, especially in Game 1. Okay. All right. So, no, that's not it either. The issue in Game 1 was the play from the defense. We'll see. Yeah, we will see. But I promise you, even in Game 1, it was not at all Freddie's fault. It was not at all Freddie's fault. I'm not saying it's the coach's decision. No. Okay. All right. And he changed lines today. Talking about stubbornness. He changed lines today that really helped Carolina. Let's go, Canes. We've got ourselves a series. All in all, last 5 periods have been pretty solid. Yes, the third period of Game 1 was kind of meh, but today was how Hurricanes play hockey. GG's, dude. Y'all deserved it tonight with a defensive performance from the Canes. Great performance. GG's, Cameron. I'm excited. This is what I was talking about. If the Canes can get to their game, they can play well. Unfortunately, we didn't fully get there. There are other levels for Carolina to get to because the defense was fine. Defense was much better today. They prevented opportunities there. what was it, 5 shots that Montreal had going into the third period. Carolina was just not able to get the production that they wanted. I can't tell you how many times I hit the post tonight. Really close. Carolina could have had another 3 or 4 goals tonight. It was pretty tough. So I'm glad they were able to do that one. But yeah. Knicks in 4, I don't know about that one. They won their cup with a rookie goalie. I mean, yeah, but like, that's not how that works. You can't just hope that happens every single time. But welcome in here, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, okay, so the first note that I had, Eric Robinson is a 4th liner. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe that one. I cannot believe that one. I don't know what he's doing scoring a goal a game, but we love to see it. But we finally got to it today. Also, Svech was feeling it today. Svech going for the Michigan earlier tonight. Absolutely. I did not expect that at all. But the confidence is just absolutely going in those situations there. I'm sorry to break it to you, Tabby, but I disagree with you. And we're 8-1 right now. We're 9-1 right now. Freddie Anderson has 9 wins and 1 loss, and he's playing fine. I know that there's got to be changes, but there's no one that's going to be better for that position right now. There's no one that's going to be better for that position right now. They're simple as that. And I don't understand how you're a Canes fan coming in here talking bad about Freddie. I genuinely have no clue. Only fan here, by the way. Only fan here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Welcome. Dang, if that how they keep playing the Avs. Dang, if this is how they keep playing, the Avs will win the cup. What do you mean the Avs will win the cup? Ehlers just said he loves playing with this team. I love him here. I love it. Nikolai Ehlers has been the greatest addition this team has had since getting Jake Gunsel, and I would argue that like Ehlers has been a lot more productive. I'm the only Canes fan ever. Okay. Obviously not. There's a lot of Canes fans in chat right now. Please, we've had 2 terrible teams in the first 2 rounds. Montreal is pretty good team we played. I don't care the talent of the team. Look, Bruce, I'm not going to talk to you for a bit because you just like to argue, and you're so wrong. I'm just not. I don't understand some of these. I hope that people realize how good the Canes were with the game despite that one. Could have been easily 5-2. Thank you. That's exactly what I was talking about there. Love the Palestinian flag, King. Go Canes. Hey, appreciate you. Go Canes and free Palestine. Without a doubt, baby. Free Palestine. We do not back away from that at all. You're here to see if Hudson is that one. Trust me, you know hockey, brother. You do not. I'm sorry. Every time you get in here, you say the most rage-baiting things, and it drives me insane. But anyway. This series is probably going to 7. I've said Canes in 7 the whole time. Like, ever since, especially, I said if we could not go up 2-0 there. Oh, you're an Israel supporter? I mean, I didn't know that until you forwarded that, but I mean, fuck Israel. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sorry. Tell me how the F1 is. Okay, I'm not sorry about that. But let's see, Canes are built to fight in this one. Have just the same table there. He does not. You can get out of here. Yeah, we'll mute you. Enjoy watching it the rest of the time. I can excuse the Freddie hate, but not that. Not that. You can be religious and too, but like there's a genocide going on right now, and if you think God is supporting that, I hate to break it to you. You need to actually seek God. Why people got to get political like this? I know it's what I'm saying. I had no clue that was your thought until you brought that forward. But yeah, sorry. I know didn't want to get into the politics and stuff like that, but without a doubt, not going to stand for that. And I'm not going to back away from my beliefs either. Thank y'all for the likes, by the way. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate it. You're going with that. Thank you, Bruce. I do appreciate it. Canes won tonight. You got to bring up politics into it. That's what I'm saying. It's like Canes won tonight. Canes won tonight, and you're a Canes fan, and then you're going to come in here, number one, talk bad about Freddie Anderson and saying that you don't trust him. Sure, I agree. I don't necessarily trust Freddie Anderson in the long term, but he's not giving me one thing. I literally said there's one goal that I have had concern about, and I can't remember which series it was, if it was Ottawa or who, but it was the one goal that he gave up. It wasn't a leaky puck, but the puck, he should have had it. The puck hit his skate and went in. Are there other goals that he should have had? Sure. But yeah, Freddie is playing amazing. We love that. Yeah, they brought it up, Geography. Welcome in here. But yeah, no, 100%. It's like, I was talking about that. I was talking about Freddie Anderson. Someone complimented the flag in the background, and I just said, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and that's just my stance. And then they thought that I didn't like them because of their stance with that. So yeah. Yeah, it's like most goals they've given up been defense there with Freddie. Yeah. We get back to the forecheck and specifically F1. Please explain why you think Rod's current scheme is working. Well, he made changes and they won today. They didn't have enough goals, but there was a lot of posts today. There was a lot of posts that Carolina hit. Zane, thank you for the likes there. Has been our defense leaving Freddie out to dry. Exactly. When they leave him out to dry, when they have left him out to dry, they have, without a doubt, made it hard. Let me tell you this. I absolutely love Jacob Slavin. Game 1 was the worst game I have ever seen in my life. Jacob Slavin play. Not only, he was -4. He was a -4 that game. Jalen Chatfield was a -3. Thank you for the follow there. Appreciate it. Thank you. Juna. Thank you, Juna. Appreciate you. And it was too much. It was too much overall, but able to do it there. I will say there was a couple different things today. Svetch is on a different level right now. Congratulations on the wins. For sure, Zane, for sure. Free pound sign. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow there. It's an emoji. Look like a smile face. Thank you. And Pure Puck, thank you for the likes there too. Carolina deserved to win. Carolina did play the better game today, and this was what I was talking about. If Carolina can get to that kind of play, Carolina can run this series. Anthony, thank you for the follow, by the way. Thank you. That's what I love. And Zane, thank you for the love so much gift. Why on earth is that the right play? Wait. I'm asking about F1, F2, and F3 rendered ineffective because of the lack of F1 physicality. Thank you for the follow there. We could have won that game 5-2 between the posts. Yeah, there was a couple times where Stahl had the puck up front and he was not able to capitalize too, which was unfortunate, just to say the least. By the way, thank you all for being here. Appreciate all the likes. 6.1K already. But the fact that they were able to do that, it was great. Just being able to win there. Carolina's probably going to win the series, but Montreal has chips on their shoulder. No, for sure. I do think that the chip on the shoulder for Montreal is there as well. It's a young team. There's a lot of youth with that team. But I will say this, as somebody who has talked about Dobish and it being a great goalkeeper, tonight was the first time that he showed a little bit of that weakness. And what I'm talking about, he was very emotionally invested in this game. Svechnikov has a tendency to get in the head of some goalkeepers that can be emotional. For example, Carolina has done this in the past when Svechnikov did it with Markstrom against the Devils. And I can't remember. There's other ones that he's done it with as well. But Dobish, when he pulled, for instance, earlier tonight, Dobish, when he pulled the leg of Svechnikov and he fell down and stuff like that, Svechnikov retaliated and stuff like that. I'm totally fine with Svech getting a penalty or something like that. I don't want him to. But when he's reckless, he plays better. He did not score tonight, but he was crazy feeling it. I mean, he went for the Michigan goal. That is just absolutely rare to see that. Rod is not the problem. Okay, so let me just say this, okay? I want to go ahead and say this. Canes of 7 still. I mean, I hope it's earlier, but we're hoping there. Both are coached great and have the team's ear, but Rod trains like a pit bull. That's what I mean. Rod is really well trained. Good point about him playing loose when he gets reckless. Yeah, he plays a lot better like that. He's gonna when he plays like that, he's gonna get in. He's gonna get caught. He's gonna be set in the penalty box. He's going to make a run at somebody. He's going to do a boarding call like he did today. he's going to try to draw it and try to embellish and play the gray area of embellishment or not to try to get a penalty call. Like, he's going to do stuff like that. But he typically scores and does better. And then he's going to go for the crazy stuff like the lacrosse and stuff like that. But overall, not able to do anything. The Habs are a good team. Obviously, the Canes just wanted to win more. The Habs are a good team, and I do mean that. The Habs are a good team. I'm telling you, though, if Carolina gets to this, it could, like, Carolina has a lot of opportunities there. The Michigan goal, like where you get the puck on the end of your stick and you try to put it in, like, behind the net, just on the stick off the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Also, yeah, I'll say this. I don't understand because I was really excited for this, in particular. And the first two Canes fans that get in here, number one, they're talking that Freddie's bad, and then the other one says that Rod Brind'Amour is not the coach. I just don't understand this fan base sometimes. Canes is 6. I hope so. Blaze it. I'm saying Canes is 7 because I'm paying respect because I do know Montreal's a good team, but do we take one or both of Montreal? You just got to get one. Montreal's not as good at home, but you just want to take one, right? And then try to even the series out. Because if you can take one, even if you lose the other one, you make it a best of 3, and 2 of them are in your barn. So, yeah, Rod's the guy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying there. But, yeah, today was a good one. Just left the Lenovo, yeah. As a Wings fan, I wish we had Rod Brind'Amour behind bench. If Rod Brind'Amour left today, now, of course, there'd be a couple exceptions, but about 31 teams would try to be like, okay, can we get him? Don't think the Montreal are winning a game at home. Yeah. It'll be tough. It'll be tough for them. I'm excited to see how Carolina plays there. Okay, whatever you say, Bruce. Whatever you say. I do not have my voice anymore. Cooper, were you there in the building? That was a good one there. If you think Rod isn't the guy, then who? That's what I'm saying. It's like they don't like his system, and I'm like, the system that's got us to 9-1 in these playoffs. Well, I don't like this goaltender. Sure, I understand the concerns about Freddie Anderson. I know that he needs problems, but to say that he's I don't understand. Like, he only gave up 2 goals today, one of which was a crazy deflection off of Nikishin's foot, and the other one was off of, he couldn't see the puck, and there was, like 5 or 6 dudes right in front of him where you couldn't see anything. And to say that there's 2 teams that are crappy is 100%. I'm not saying that, look, Ottawa and Philadelphia are not near the level that Montreal is. I've said that before. I'll say that again. But the thing is both of them finished with more points than the Vegas Golden Knights. They finished with more points than 5 teams out of the West. Yo, what's up, Jennifer? Welcome in here. But yeah, it's like, I'm not, and these were also 2 of the hottest teams, and they swept them both. 8-0. That doesn't happen. Even when you have the craziest mismatches of all time, they don't sweep like that. I know that Carolina had an easier path to get here, but they were also the number 1 seed, and it is supposed to be easier that way. That's my thing. Canes deserve their path being the 1 seed, but the Sins and Flyers were nothing. I'm not saying that they're nothing. Look, all right. It's not. Who cares right now? Who really cares? Y'all are arguing semantics that don't even matter. And it drives me crazy because we're trying to talk about this. The series is 1-1. We're trying to enjoy and win. And this is what we're talking about. These are Canes fans that are talking about this. Bruce. Let's see. Carolina is playing good hockey. Yeah, Carolina is playing good hockey. And the Avalanche are too. I mean, yeah, Fast Daddy thinking for the likes. All right, so I'm gonna get back to my list here. I ain't listening to what you're saying now. Bruce, sorry. What games do I play? I play a lot of different games. So, like I said, this Fetch playing crazy today. In the first period, Carolina was struggling to get the puck out of their own defensive end. I was a little bit worried about that. They weren't able to get the puck into the. There was a couple times like when they had an opportunity to pass the puck out of their own end, it would get taken away. Luckily, that didn't bite them too much there. Also, let's talk about Ehlers' goal, where he faked the pass, able to put it in the back of the net. Absolutely unreal. Michelle, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you. Absolutely unreal here. They only gave up 2 shots in the first. Yeah, and I think they gave up 3 in the second. There was only 5 shots on goal for Montreal going forward there. It was absolutely just, I don't get it. We've got enough hate from everyone else. We don't need it from our own fans as well. Thank you very much. That is the comment of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Can I pin the comment? There we go. I'm going to start pinning comments. To thank y'all. How about the cheap shot? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second. Susie, thank you for the likes, too. Let's talk about the fact that, all right, look, I'm not somebody who's going to complain about the refs because I understand it is a very difficult job and stuff like that. But the officiating was absolutely crazy today. 2 things about Dobish that he did today. The final score is 3-2. 3-2 in overtime, Anthony. Right there. Carolina won 3-2. That's the top. That's the score, and then series is tied 1-1. So, yeah, let's go, Canes. What up, Evan? But, yeah, 3-1. Welcome in here, Anthony. But, yeah. Good evening from Sankilwak, Nunavut. Sorry, I butchered it. But, Susie, thank you for the fall there. If 8-0 in the first 2 rounds was easy, it would have happened in the last. Yeah, exactly. If going 8-0 in the first 2 rounds was easy, then it would have happened. So it would. I mean, the Carolina Hurricanes are the first team to do that in this playoff format. And no one else has done that, and no one can ever take that away from them. Of course, we want to do more than just, win 8 games. But, we got that 9th win today. Capita needs to sit next game out, put Valino back in. Yeah, so the cheap shot that was taken there that they called a slash, and he got, I don't know how you slash somebody between the legs like that, but that was 100% a major that they called down. I don't understand how that wasn't. I don't understand how that was. Yo, Susie, thank you for the heart meme. Saying, "Oh, we lost in overtime. It doesn't count." I mean, hey, if you want that to be the case, if they want to say that one, but yeah, let's see. The boarding should have been a major as well. Man, there's always more to the story than just the call. I mean, there's more than that one too. I mean, if we're gonna be honest with you, Dobish intentionally hitting the net off of the pegs, that right there should have been a delay of game. Then he also pulled the leg of Svechnikov down. That was also a penalty. like that's an interference call right there. I mean, there was multiple. I mean, if we're gonna go tit for tat, there were multiple times. There were 2 high sticking calls that were not called. One right before he hit Miller right between the legs, and one. And then one earlier than that Shangasasper took to the face in the second period. I mean, there were multiple times where they were not calling these things. And I'm not saying that the refs are like that one. How about Struble for roughing? Look, I understand. Are you talking about the one on Svechnikov? Are you talking about the with Svechnikov where he fell down? Mason, thank you for the follow. Let's go, little J. Big win there. Yeah. So, I mean, he did have his hand around him and he pulled him back. Was it along the lines of embellishment? Sure. 100%. 100%. But, yeah, without a doubt, it was on the line of embellishment. If they would have called that, sure, whatever. But at the same time, it is what it is. The Habs lost. Yes, Carolina won. Go Canes, baby. Go Canes. And, yes, I am a Hurricanes fan. Refs were on Kane's side this evening. Dan, my man. There's no way you're saying that. There's no way I don't think that y'all watched the same game as me if you thought the refs were on Carolina's side. Y'all are, oh my Lord. Wait for the Sabres, please. We'll try our best. Let's see, the Blues, even though their record was bad, they made some good upsets this season. You're a Rangers fan? Welcome. It's been tough for y'all, but refs are honestly pretty bad to both sides. I don't think either team had an advantage there. I'm not saying it either way. I'm just saying, look, I understand there were bad calls in both ways in particular, but if you're gonna and I understand if there was a potential embellishment on Svechnikov at one point, but look. The refs have not been on Carolina's side this whole time, and to say that is absolutely crazy. What do I predict happens in Montreal? I think that they split again. Explain my profile name. Mylk is just like a play on mine. A former gaming tag of mine, but which was like Miles Cool, and then Mylk, and I like Mylk, and it worked. Evan helped if he's in here still. Hate for my own fans as well. Like I get it from the Panthers, Hornets, but not the Canes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. Habs got lucky game 7 if they couldn't earth their goal. They'd be run out there. Let's see, refs choosing sizes. Funny take. You've got to remember both of us are watching more for the other team's penalties than our own. I mean, 100%. Yeah, no, I get that. But I will say that one. Whole milk, right? I drink half a gallon of milk. Yes, sir. You know it. Carolina came out for flat game 1. They should beat Montreal in 5 games. I don't know about 5 games, but I hope Carolina does. Let's see how the next game goes, because like now everybody's going to be like, maybe they'll put to bed the whole like, oh, Carolina's like 1-17 in the blast, blah 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 games. Like I just need them. Like, when does that conversation stop? Yeah, I have the got milk. By the way, I just want y'all to know this. I didn't know this last stream. I learned this now. The Carolina Hurricanes have never won a game 1 in the Eastern Conference Final. And I mean, that's all time. And that's the 2 times they've been to the Stanley Cup Final. Like, in the years that they've actually reached the Stanley Cup Final. They have never won game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final, or of the Eastern Conference Final. So, Carolina didn't expect Montreal to do how good they were. Yeah, and Carolina had been rested for so long. Like, the rust showed. I didn't want to believe it happened, but I was wrong. The rust showed. And Carolina was rusty game 1. Particularly the first period. They got to their game the second period, but unfortunately it was too late at that point. I mean, it was 4-1. Carolina could not come back. They got 1 goal. It was devastating that they only got 1 goal in the second period. If they would have gotten 2 and we would have only been down 1 going to that third period, I think maybe Carolina could put it in overtime. Then, as you know, anything happens at that point. But, man, that was too tough. Habs play a decent game. I'll go on that. Yeah, I have – the Habs did great. The Habs they do have a good game. I'm just saying, if Carolina's playing their best, I don't think that the Habs can handle it. That's what I'm saying. And Carolina wasn't even to their best today. Matt, thank you for the follow. Because I can't tell, like, it was just a day of hitting the posts. Both teams are so likable. Yeah, I mean, they do have it. I mean, I could get it for sure. Soft goal Freddie on... Going to go in the third. I don't actually think that was a soft goal that Freddie gave up. I mean, he couldn't see a whole lot there, and it was a scrabble of a puck. I do. Maybe he could have done better there, but I just don't like that one. It was a great round 2 between our teams, not going to lie. Yeah. And falling back was weak. I mean, yeah, I get that, but I do get that. I think even if Carolina takes out the Habs, are so young and it will be a dynasty, hopefully. I do think the Habs have a lot of potential in the future, and they do. They have a lot of really good players and stuff like that. And Dobish is just a rookie. I was saying here, too, like, I do think that Dobish actually showed some of his youth and inexperience today. Not that that's, not that he's bad or anything like that, but I do think that we've seen a lot more emotion from him in this game than we've seen. I mean, I know that he's like that, but I'm saying in this series in particular. But like, trying to blur the lines of like potential plays and stuff like that. If you watch round 1 and especially 2 against us, they played well and had their game going. Who's your team again, Matt? I'm so sorry. I watched pretty much all the playoffs here. And yeah, who knows? This may not be the last time the Sabres. Yeah, I watched the game against Boston. I watched some of the games against Boston. I didn't watch all of them, to be 100% honest. But I did watch most of the games against Montreal. You still think you got robbed? Now, the goal in the third period, I know which one you're talking about, where the puck was underneath Dobish and it kind of got poked out and then it went in the back of the net. That was the correct call. I mean, that being not a goal, without a doubt. Like, I get being frustrated. I'd be frustrated too and want that goal. But the puck was under Dobish. He kind of had it at that point, and they poked it free. You can't do that, If it would have happened to you, you wouldn't be happy either. Tay, hey, what's up? Welcome in here. As a Wing fan, go Canes. Let's go, Geography. Not saying it wasn't correct, but it's just the reason we lost. No, for sure. For sure it was a reason, It was close, and then new hook in overtime. But, no, without a doubt. I mean, it is the reason you lost, but, it is what it is. You just can't dwindle on it too much, you know what I'm saying? But I know it was an upsetting thing, and I get it. I mean, I'd been upset too, especially if I was a Sabres fan. Dobson was too slow in our overtime goal. Yeah. Like we kept making his mistakes, especially in overtime. We couldn't get it together. Yeah. I think it was under him. It's not fully covered if you could poke at like that. I thought Kane's second goal tonight was so beautiful. Oh, was that the Ehlers where he like faked the pass and put it in there? I was like, I actually have a thing. Let's see if I can highlight it and show you. I have like this. I got my notes. I have a notes app or whatever. Or no, wait. Which one was that one? Wait, which was the second one though? The second goal was the Ehlers one, right? Cage better win this series. I hope so, Ryan. I hope so. Yeah. I like this was my note. I don't know if it'll show. Let me turn the brightness down a little bit. Maybe it'll show. It's that line. Hold on. Let's see. It's like it says Ehlers is Mr. Goob Nasty. I said Ehlers is Goob Nasty. I was like, that was an insane goal. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. And Anderson scoring both goals for Montreal did not have that on the score. I did not expect Anderson to get 2 goals today, nor Robinson to get 1. I was shocked with that. Absolutely. Absolutely shocked with that. Also, so that means Ehlers got his first and second goals today. First and second goals today for Ehlers. A game winner and then that nasty one. You know, Dobish wanted that one back? Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, any goal is going to want any of that back too, you know what I'm saying? But no, 100%. It was a good game overall. I'm glad Carolina got it because like Carolina, we have to like not like everybody knows this. You can't anything that's happened like last year like okay, if you bring up last year's Carolina run in the playoffs and like how they did, sure, I get it. Or even the 2023 one's fine. But the fact they bring up what happened in 2019, that should not matter. And why are we bringing up what happened in 2009 and like talking about that now, like when they're like 1-17? It's like I get it. Like Rod Brindamore was on that 2009 team as a player, you know, like. And then it's been so different, and it drives me crazy that that's been the thing. So I'm hoping that narrative is gone now that at least we've got a series tied. We need to lead in the series, of course. Maybe we can go take Game 3, lead the series 2-1, and then maybe that conversation is gone. That's why it was so tough in Game 1 because then they were immediately asked. They were like, why are we doing this one? Like, why are we doing this? Is this going to happen again? Are the Hurricanes going to get swept? Why can't the Hurricanes get over the Eastern Conference Final bump? Like, and I know that they still have to get to that where they can get over the Eastern Conference Final. But, like, I'm tired of seeing that 1-17 or whatever in the last whatever games. You can't stop smiling. I've seen us win a Conference Finals game this early in the series. Exactly. What games do I play? Lately, I've just been playing, like, Repo and stuff like that. Little League of Legends every once in a while. I played some Roblox too, actually. Scott, thank you for the share. It's going to be really hard to beat Montreal 2 times in a row. Oh, for sure. They haven't lost twice in a row yet, so maybe Carolina can be the first one to do that to them. We'll see, though. We'll see. Why don't people say the same thing about the Stars? They choke every year. Never hear anything. Nah, I get it. They did go to the Stanley Cup Final a few years ago. Probably not, Jennifer. I do appreciate the invitation, though. I might, maybe sometime I'll do that one. Canes have been 2 weeks off. Didn't expect them to win Game 1. Right. What a game, though. I'm so excited for the Hurricanes today. It was a big win. It was a big win, and that's what we needed. It's just, it felt so good. Felt so good. I got a lot of comments on my video. Hold on. But yeah. Thank you for the likes there. Thank you for the likes there. I just saw it. I've seen Dan the Man. Thank you for the likes. And then seen someone else too. Welcome everybody in here, by the way, if you are. Where are my Hurricanes fans at, right? Steven, thank you for the like. Triple H, thank you. Go Canes. Let's go. Steven, thank you for the likes here. Feels so good the Canadiens won the first game. No, I get you. I get you. I disagree, but yeah. I'm coming this one. I'm excited. Excited though. No. Go Canes. Go Canes. Absolutely pin that comment right there. Sorry, I'm going to start pinning comments, stuff like that. If you think Carolina, or if you think the refs were on, if you think that the refs were actually on Carolina's side, I hate to break it to you, but no, it was not the case. Not the case at all. I listed like 5 or 6 different things that should have been called or were bullcrap, but anyway. But no, look, I understand. I understand like that we're looking for penalties and different stuff like that. But I promise you, the fans were not that way. You think Montreal's lucky they didn't get blown out this game? I do agree with that. I can understand that. Carolina hit the post a few different times. This game could have been 5-2 Carolina. That's another thing where I've said like Carolina could improve from this moment. Like there was a lot for Carolina that went well. And I mean the overall play, right? But like Carolina still has more to get going. But it's just it is what it is, right? It's can't help me think about it. But maybe Carolina can get those pucks in the net. Luckily, the advantage for Montreal at home is not really there. What is their record at home? Does somebody know it off the top of their head? Isn't it like 2-6 or something like that? What's the record at home? Yo, what's up, Victoria? How we doing? Welcome back. Welcome. It was something. It was something, I'll tell you. Welcome. What an overtime goal. Let's go. 2-4. They're 2-4 at home. Okay, let's make it 2-5. I mean, they're not as good at home. But yeah, beautiful goal for the Hurricanes today. Nikolai Ehlers doing it. Dan the Man, thank you for the likes, by the way. Thank you. Hope Carolina can bounce back, get another win next one. Of course, like we said, Montreal's not lost 2 in a row, so we'll see. We got to be the first team to do that, especially if we want to win this series. We got to be the first team to do that. The Knicks are up 3-0, ladies and gentlemen, on the Cavs. Wow, that's crazy. 3-0. That goal was sweet. It really was. It was a snipey snipe. It was a snipey snipe. It was a beautiful goal. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. Every time goal, don't you think goalie he came out a bit far? Yeah, I do think he did. I do think he did come out a little bit there. That goal was sweet. It really was. And he's going to hate missing that. I do think he came out a little bit too far, but I think that made it harder on Ehlers, but it worked out. Because, I mean, like, Ehlers, that just, like, it had to be an even more perfect shot, you know? It had to be an absolute perfect shot, and the fact that Ehlers was able to do that, it was phenomenal. Dobish comes out far and gets out of the net a lot. He does. Dobish does come out of the puck, out of there a lot. He's also very, I don't know. Like when we're talking, like I would say overall, Dobish is a little more emotional and like hit or miss kind of. I feel like his highs are better than Freddie, but his lows are much further down than Freddie, from my perspective. And I think that there's a lot of things that he does that works for his team's benefit a lot of the times, but it can also hurt them. We'll see how it goes throughout the series, but do you see the Habs fan who hit a woman at the flag posting at Lenovo and got his face rocked? I did not see that. Dobish is cocky. He is cocky. He is cocky and stuff like that. I'll be interested to see how like the longer this series goes on for a couple things. How does Dobish handle that, the pressure? Like because I know Sveshnikov's going to mess with him more because he's seen that like he's going to mess with him. And then also, how will the will the Canadiens tire out? Will they be able to handle this a long series? Because Carolina absolutely out hitting the Canadiens. Like the physicality that Carolina is doing is just absolutely unreal. I mean, we're looking at hits right now. Carolina had 46 hits. Montreal had 16. You can send me an aftermath if you want. Sure, I'll look at it. Knicks are looking good. The Knicks are looking good right now. They are 4-0. But like, will they be able to handle that? I mean, literally 46 hits for Carolina today. And I'll tell you what, like, Carolina's fine with being physical. Like, they'll do that every single game. Kane's defense is far better, and it's not close. I would say that, like, they played better today for sure. 100%. By the way, let's look. Shots on goal, Carolina 26, Montreal 12. Face-off percentage, it was exponentially ahead for Carolina in the first period, but it kind of evened out. It was 52.4% for Montreal. Power play, nobody got one. Carolina 0 for 3, Montreal 0 for 2. Hits, 46 for Carolina, 16 for Montreal. Blocked shots, Carolina had 20, 19 for Montreal. That's pretty huge. Carolina getting all those. Check DM. I will. Let's see if I can actually bring that up or not. But yeah, it was very interesting. If Montreal's defense broke down for the overtime goal, in my opinion, yeah, I think that's fair. That's a fair observation. Looking at. You sent it to me on. You sent it on me at Twitter. Okay. I was looking on TikTok. I was like, I have one DM and it's from one of my friends, and I was like, it's one of my friends, and I have not responded to her. Okay. This guy hit a lady and got jumped. Do they have? Is there? Oh, I see the videos below it. Was this after the game? 3 posts about it? Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Okay. You did give me 3 posts. I looked at the last one. Oops. Look the last one first. All right, here we go. Wow. Holy crap. Yes, it was after the game. That's wild. When they were putting the flags up. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so I see him getting... All right, so I see the first one here. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is great. I actually had an interaction. I had an interaction with and like I said, I know it doesn't. It's not all of them. This is wild though. I've looked at all the pictures and videos. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I looked at. I had interactions with a Canadian fan today. I had a Canadiens fan, and he was very hostile towards me. He was hostile to me because like the other day he was not near as bad, right? He was not near as bad as like interaction and stuff like that. And then he got like really upset with me today because I was like, I called out like a couple of the penalties that weren't called and stuff like that. He got livid and he called me some stuff and then he blocked me. I was like, how soft you gotta be? I was like, how soft do you have to be if you're gonna do something like that? I just don't get it. But yeah, my Twitter's popping up. I was like, he blocked me. I was like, brother, if you're gonna act like that, why you gonna be that way? You did. But yeah. Yo, Damien coming in with the rose. W Damien, how you doing, Damien? Welcome. Habs fans hate to see the sport grow in the United States. I get that. He called me a Yank. He's like, he called me, he said a word I can't say on here, and then he called me a Yank. And then that was it. Calling a Southerner a Yank is funny in its own. That is hilarious too. I did think that. He's like, what a Yank. He used. I was like, he called me a Yank, and then he said that. I was like, that's hilarious. I was like, I can't believe it. Canadians' Fruit Loops are way more healthier than America's Fruit Loops. Out. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Like, I have no disagreement with that. American foods, like, it's not very healthy. Not very healthy. A lot of bad stuff in the food. You know, a lot of what is it, red 40 or whatever. But yeah, it's going to 7. It very well could be. It very well could be. But and I'm not gonna let it judge all of them. I'm not gonna say like Canadians fans are terrible or anything like that. There are good ones. There are good ones out there because I mean, there's Canadian fans in here that have been great, and there's been some that have been like, y'all played better today. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are great. Whatever. Sometimes there's rough ones, but hey, you know, at the end of the day, and I'm glad Carolina won it in overtime today because it would have felt like a mountain to climb being down 0-2, number one, but also the fact that Carolina was able to win and do that out of the You're a Kraken fan. Welcome. But yeah, no, 100% welcome in here. Haven't had any Kraken games in a bit, but I might have done a Hurricanes versus Kraken game. I don't know when. I don't know when that would have been. It might have been this past season. You think the Canes will win in 7? I do. I hope they can win it in 7. Yeah, maybe even earlier. Maybe even earlier. Like Carolina, the way they played today. Let's see. What are we gonna get? Are we gonna have more games where the Canadians play like? See, I don't know. I'm actually conflicted. If Carolina can start scoring more, Carolina's shot suppression on the Canadians is pretty significant too. You know, so. But now I don't have to hear a couple different things. One being, I don't have to hear the Canadians fans be like, "You haven't beat us this year," and then yeah. Now we finally won one, and we're tied 1-1. And whatever happened in the regular season doesn't matter. And this is finally Canes get into their hockey. They don't have the rest. They're not over rested, and we'll see how the next game goes. And the defense played much better today than it did in the past. Much better. It was a good game for the Hurricanes today. 46 hits to, I don't know, man. That's so good. I'm so happy that Ehlers did that, and I cannot wait. Like after this stream, I'm just gonna go like watch a bunch of stuff here. I'm just gonna watch a ton of stuff and like watching videos until I fall asleep, kind of thing. Like oh man, I'm so glad I gotta go watch a hockey guy review the game. You know what I'm saying? There, if Ehlers keeps doing this, I'm gonna buy his jersey. I had the exact same thought. I was like, I gotta get an Ehlers jersey now. I gotta get an Ehlers jersey or something because like my man balled out. I love the hockey guy. He's so great. He's such a goat. Like I'm not gonna lie, a lot of like knowledge. He's such a knowledgeable person. And I love the hockey guy. I watch him all the time, especially like before I stream a series. I like to watch him to like learn how to pronounce certain names and stuff like that. He has a dream job too, for 100%. I love the hockey guy though. He's goated, and he's so funny. I love his jokes. He's so just like he's got like the dad jokes and stuff like that, and I just absolutely love it. Oh my god, they got Biv dressed up like Evil Knievel. Are you kidding me? They've got him dressed up like Evil Knievel. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Oh, I love it. That's funny. You never met anyone who doesn't like him? Yeah, for sure. And if they don't like him, I just don't understand. Yo, here we go, baby. Let's go. Look at that. Charlotte FC wins today. The North Carolina Courage And the Hurricanes. Everybody winning in Carolina tonight. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Dubs all around the Carolinas tonight. Beautiful. Yeah, no, we love the hockey guy 100%. Man, sorry, there wasn't as much analytical stuff here. I had a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit pressed at the start of this because I was so excited, and then I'm immediately having people that are Canes fans come in here and talk shit about Freddie and Rod, and I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? But yeah, Rod made a couple line changes in the second period that I think were interesting. I didn't get all of them down, but Blake, Stankoven, and Carrier, and then Ehlers, Janke, and Robinson was a line at one point. And they may have switched again, if I'm not mistaken, because I think they did. But, like, they look pretty good. They don't know puck if they don't like Rod. That's what I'm saying. It's like they don't think his system's good. And I'm like, if he was not on the Hurricanes, anybody, like, if there were 30 teams that needed a coach, 30 people are calling Rod Brind'Amour and be like, hey, bring your hockey here. Bring your hockey style here. But your Philly would love Rod behind the bench. Oh, for sure, but that ain't happening. He ain't going nowhere. Rod going to be here, and he going to retire a Hurricane, and I'm fine with that. Average Canes fan. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? No, you're in high school. Look, kid, I don't know what your problem is, but look, I don't have no beef with you. I don't know what you upset about. Probably because your hockey team lost. But past your bedtime, bro. Okay. Did you see the bench's reaction to the win? Yes, I did love that. Oh, I didn't see Rod's. I didn't see his fist bump. Let me look at that actually. I did see I saw their reaction and stuff like that. Oh, I love it. Yes, I love it. Everybody just got excited. I cannot wait to watch all that stuff, man. So happy, so excited, so excited. Man, what a game! What a game! Absolutely, what a game! Oh, it's so frustrating. It went to overtime because, like, sure, maybe that second goal would like to have that. You're gonna be up scrolling until 2. Until I get you. It probably be later than that for me. It honestly. Also, my one post where I'm like reacting about being happy that the Hurricanes won has been getting so much interaction. Let's see. Hey, we'll take it though. Dude, am I dating the Canes admin? They respond to literally all your responses. I know. I don't understand. Like, I don't know if I am. Maybe we are. Maybe I just don't know it. Maybe I'm in a relationship with the Canes admin. I just don't know it because they do respond to my stuff a lot. Like, I don't know. I don't actually know who it is. I generally have no clue who the Canes admin is. But yeah, I don't know. I think we kind of like each other. The Habs will take game 1 due to the extended time off, right? It's a woman. That's all I know. Oh, really? Maybe so. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna get married one day. Who knows? No, I'm speaking. I don't know. I don't know who it is. Go Habs, go! Go Habs, go! Not tonight. Not tonight. I would say that, but I don't know how to speak French. I'll be honest with you. Ça c'est la coupe. Ça c'est la coupe. I don't know. Will you tell me how to say it? Canes take the next 3? I hope so. Naomi, will you teach me how to say that? Or no? And I know I probably butchered your name. Know me. It feels like they cut. Yeah. That wasn't bad. Hey, I'll take it. Working on my French. I gotta learn my French. Ça sent le coup. Is it coup? Ça sent le coup. Is that maybe that's it? Ça sent tabarnak. Tabarnak. Alright, don't make me say cuss words. Or like slurs or something. I got a playoff OnlyFans texting me. My boss sent chatty because he thought he hit the game winner. Pronounce the P. C'est le coupe. C'est le coupe. You're a Bruins fan? I just like them both. He said, we want the cup, I think. C'est le coupe. C'est le coupe. I'm working on my French. I got private lessons now. I'm working on it. I'm working on my French. Coupe. C'est le coupe. C'est le coupe. I want the cup. And well, in the South, we say get her done. We say get her done. It fills the cut. I don't know. Well, I'm glad we learned some French here tonight. Smells like the cup. Oh, okay. I like it. I'm not saying what Will said. Oh, oui, oui. Oh, oui, oui. I don't know why I did the Italian. Oui, oui. But yeah, no, I got you. I have nothing wrong with Canada, by the way. I know, like, people, like, and this is gonna where it's like where people like. I love Canada. Like, I have nothing against Canada at all. No merci. I was and like, yeah, there's no hatred or there's not an ounce of me that has a dislike for Canada. Even though I've had to deal with Ottawa. It's just your. Yes. No, for sure. I'm right there with you, though. I am right there with you. It's the government, without a doubt. No, for sure. It's the exact same thing. I don't like them more. I don't like them just as much. Like, trust me. Like, you see my profile, you'll see. Like, I'm right there with you. Let's see. Every Canadian I've talked to hates French Canadian. It's like I did see this one time. I thought it was hilarious because like there's always like a stereotypical like I don't know why Americans hate the French in general, but it's like I seen something where someone was like, I hate all Canadians. They're like I hate all Canadians because they're like half of them are French and then the other half allow them to be French. And it's like I thought that was funny. Not that I was saying like I don't mind if somebody's French. I don't have a problem with that. I just thought it was funny. But it's you're French Canadian. You never felt hate from nobody. Yeah, I don't know. That's like I don't know where that stereotype comes from, but I don't know. Am I single? I don't know. Apparently, I'm in a relationship with the Hurricanes admin, so I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're talks. We're in talking stage, so I don't know if I am single or not. I guess it's like it's complicated. I swing that way. He wants you bad. You mad cute? Sheesh. Don't be glazing me now. Don't be glazing me. But sometimes I see why you hate it. I mean, I don't. No, I don't hate it. Yo, what up, Dashy? How we doing? Long time no see. No, I don't have any hate there, but yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, Nomi's chill. Nomi has literally taught me French tonight. Blackhawks will be in the finals next year. Maybe if you get McDavid, maybe. Maybe. How we doing though, Dash? You welcome. Welcome. How have I been? Been pretty good. Been pretty good. Better tonight because the Hurricanes won, but yeah. The Canadiens I know are Saskatchewan and Alberta. Saskatchewan is so fun to say. Like, I love saying Saskatchewan. I'm not gonna lie. I like saying it. A lot of fun. 10 out of 10 experiences with words, I gotta say. But I know Alberta wants to leave Canada. And do what? What do they want to do? That's why. Jamie, thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. They want to be their own country. What would they even be? They just go by Alberta? Your city in Canada is Winnipeg, Manitoba. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Manitoba was a fun day. Any Newfoundlanders here? Low-key, Quebec. Don't like Alberta either. Be beefing. The country of Alberta, the separatist movement just got 500,000 signers. Manitoba. Gotcha. Let them cook. Thank you. Jamie said, let me cook. And the capybara gift. Thank you. No hate, but some Canadian accents sound funny to me. It's probably just the Toronto accent. Probably is. It is probably like the most stereotypical. Like, it does happen there. Why are you a Habs fan of the U.S.? Me? I'm not a Habs fan. I'm a Hurricanes fan. I got the... No, I'm not. Damien, thank you for the freestyle gift. The Divine Fingers, the Chicago Pizza. Make sure y'all follow, by the way. I go live after every single game. And I have been watching the series. Oh, what's the other series? Not Montreal, sorry. I've been watching Vegas Golden Knights in Colorado. Villa Quebec Libre. By the way, I don't hate the French because Les Mis is amazing, and I think that is something that I would love to see right now in the United States. I'm not going to say anything more, but if you know, you know. Take a shower? I'll take one in a bit. Jeez, you're so obsessed. You're so obsessed. Okay, I can't remember. Saying bye-bye to Carolina. The Knicks are going to go to the NBA Final. They're one win away. They are one win away. T is a brand of beer. I was wrong. I said 4-2 and then 3-2 overtime in Montreal. Well, it happens, right? It does happen sometimes. Do people care about hockey in Carolina? They do. They do. Most of them are like, I mean, I do. It's not as much. Most of the fans are like towards Raleigh, though. I will say there's like a big college. No way they care as much as we do. No, they don't. Not close. Not as much. I will say in regards to Southern hockey, it is pretty big. Here compared to other places. The main sport here is American football. Like that, nothing's ever going to take that over. Like nothing will take over American football here. But like people do like the Hurricanes, especially because they've been so successful with the playoff runs for so long. It's grown, but like specifically near that area. Now I will say there's a large group of people online, like Twitter and other stuff as well. They haven't lost a game in over a month. That is wild too. Yeah, Knicks are balling out right now. But I think it's going to be tough, whoever they plays out of the West. But Carolina is a very good team for sure. Crazy forechecks, great hits. Yeah. Man, I was looking at the hits. It was like 46 to like 16 or 19, something like that. It was Carolina out hit them a lot. That's what Carolina has to do, though. They got to be physical. Fly had a great day. What up, Fins Up Fishing? Welcome. Fly was good, but yeah, like people care about hockey for sure, but it's not near as much. Like I didn't have the opportunity to play hockey when I was a kid. Like there was not even a hockey rink near me. The closest one was like 4 hours away. And so, like, yeah, that was not an opportunity for us. I do think that the hockey culture is growing in the United States, but it's not near the level that it is in Canada or Quebec, Montreal, Toronto. So, but yeah, it is cool. It is cool. And they do travel well. Yeah, Montreal needed to keep bringing Jack Eye and replace Kapanen because 16 hits is so bad. Yeah, it is not good. I know Jack Eye will do that. If Carolina needs an enforcer, though, just remember Delorier's there. Carolina does have Delorier. I don't know if that'll happen, but we'll see. We'll see if they try to make that change. You don't think any teams will cross the line? Yeah, I don't think so. Not in this series. There's nobody like in particular that like plays dirty per se. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is Hudson okay? By the way, I know he was like shaken up at one point. I haven't seen anything about that, but is he okay? I hope he is okay. It looked like he took like that one time he like took a little bit of a shot and was kind of like I think he still played, but that not shot, yeah, it was. I don't know. That was a slash between the legs, man. That's unfortunate. He should not have had to have taken that, but it is what it is. I think he is, but the knee was looking bad. How was that a major? How was that? I don't know how it wasn't a major. I don't know how it wasn't a major. Yeah, what up, Parlay Queen? How we doing? Not a major? No, I don't understand how it was a major, but I don't know. I can't pull for the Habs, Parlay Queen. Can't pull for the Habs. You're in Montreal. I do know you're in Montreal, but I'm Carolina, so hate to break it to you. You got to pull for my Canes. Nope, nope, nope. Carolina through and through. That's my team. Can't. The rest are not good tonight. I do agree. Vale, look at it right. Last hurrah. It was 100% intentional, and every Habs fans won't admit it. Nah, I get that. Oh yeah, howdy partner. Had a hat on there for a second. Yeah, it was intentional. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is, right? But it was frustrating to say the least. I was frustrated with it, but our power play's not been phenomenal anyways. It's not like we capitalized on it, but it was tough. Honestly, super shocked how well the Canadiens are keeping up with the Canes. Just makes me wonder if the Canes had too much idle time. Yeah, I do think that's a big part of it too. I think Carolina was very I didn't want to admit it. I didn't think that the rust would affect them because I was like, if anybody can keep the team focused and like good to go, it's got to be Rod, right? But like, it didn't happen. It did not happen. Even the Hab announcer said it should have been a major. The Avs are winning tomorrow. I mean, you better hope so. If they go down 0-3, like, holy. It was a horrible penalty for Texier, too. Horrible. Yeah, yeah. Was that the... I'm trying to think. Which one that one was. Like, well rested, but they're cold. Canadians are coming off a huge series win. It will be interesting to see exactly. Carolina was tired. We'll see how these games go in Montreal because I'm really interested, But the next question is Carolina plays so physical, like the hits and stuff like that. How is that going to be a factor going further in the series? Because like Montreal's got to be tired because they've not had a moment to stop. And they've had really difficult opponents every single time. And they've went to 7 games every single series. So it's like, how long is that going to be sustained? Kind of, So we'll see. We shall see. But Skulls, thank you for the follow. By the way, it could be we could be in for another long series too. I mean, how much is that going to affect them in the long term? That's the question. They do play physical, but physicality doesn't win you games 10 out of 10 times, maybe 7 out of 10. No, I get that 100%. I do get that. I'm just saying, like, where's Montreal's gas tank at? Are they running on E? Like, that kind of thing, you know? Either Montreal will wake up and hit hard, wake up and hit two, or they're getting tired from it and lose. They got it, though. Don't you worry for our boys. I'm not worrying. I'm just speaking into existence, okay? I'm just hoping that my Hurricanes are good to go. I'm hoping we see more of the same like we did tonight. But instead of hitting the posts, it would be nice for Carolina to actually get the goals in the back of the net. I'm just glad we won tonight, especially because, like, it's going to put some things to bed. Because, like, number one, people saying we couldn't beat Montreal. And then number two, they say, oh, we're going to get swept again. And both of those things cannot happen now. You think if you're Montreal, they have the energy of the Bell Center coming up, hard building to play in. It really is. Would you dare wear the Hurricane jersey in Montreal and get bullied and potentially hate crime? I mean, sure, why not? I'm not going to do anything. I'll come to Montreal and wear it. I mean, if I had the money. But I'd go to Montreal and wear it. I'm good. I wouldn't worry about it at all. I'd go there and I'd embrace the hate, and I'd be people are not gonna like me, but it is what it is, right? Close one game. Next game for sure. Montreal took too many bad penalties and lost those shots. Yeah, we'll see how the next game goes too. Carolina, I'm hoping they can just take one in Montreal, and then it'd be a best of 3, 2 games in Carolina. I like the odds, but you think for Carolina to win this series is to play simple hockey. They can score and stop pucks. Yeah. If Carolina can get in the back of the net, that was a problem today. Best beach, North Carolina. Oak Island. I go with Oak Island. Montreal, 2K, indeed. Wait. What does that mean? Play good defense and don't be fancy. Take the good shots. Yeah, I mean, Carolina does that. They just need. Carolina's a high volume puck shooter, so. Yeah, as long as they just focus and do what they can. Hold on a second. Gotta. Okay, oh. Okay. A toke. Montreal took it indeed. Okay, so in North Carolina we actually call it something different. We don't call we do say some will say beanie. We call it a toboggan, and I know that that's completely different. But North Carolina, well, what I was raised upon is it was called a toboggan, but a toke. Montreal took indeed. I don't know if I could have one though. Does it mean the way you said it took sounded like it? But yeah. 10K likes. Hey, thank you so much for the likes here tonight. I do appreciate you 100%. Is a toboggan a slide? It is. It is a slide as well, but I'm used to it being called that. You know? But yeah, it's just like what the, Toboggan is that too. If the Canes can get under the Canadian skin and rattle the cage, they can beat them. Yeah, it's called a winter hat. LL, don't get me going. I've called it a toboggan. All right, I know some people do it. Some people call it a beanie, as well. I think there's another name I've heard it called before. Some have called it a toque. Canes of 6. I hope you're right, Justin. I hope you're right. Toboggan. I can't remember. I've got one for the Whalers here somewhere, but I don't remember where it's at. Oh, we'll see though. Even Angelo's called it a toque. Goalie. A Scully. Yeah, I think I've read that before. It'll end in 6 regardless of who wins. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see how that goes there. Anglophones in Canada. Anglophones in Canada. Is that like a certain group of people? Anglophones? I'm learning a lot about Canada and French today. People call it a Scully or a winter hat. Yeah, Kyle calls it a winter hat. Kyle's over here like, it's called a winter hat. Don't make me argue. Not a Canes fan, but hopefully Canes of 5. Who's your team, Robert? Welcome in here. I'm hoping Canes of 5 as well. The Bolts. I got you. Like the people in Canada, they speak English. Call it a toque. Okay. Or a toque. Toque. Canadiens is 7. The Brewers. What'd the Brewers do? They beat your team? Oh, the soldier bet. You think the Habs going to win 5? I don't know about that. You offer being humble, but let's see is not the energy we need. In 06, no one believed. We were militant. I mean, I believe, man. I believe. I'm thinking Carolina can get past this series. I said it was important. Carolina's got to come back. Let's see if we can win game 3 too. I believe we can. I believe in this team. I defended them earlier tonight because I had people talking bad about Rod Brindamore and Freddie Anderson. I was like, look. Look. Be quiet. I was like, I had someone get really upset with me. Yeah. Texier is a very interesting player. Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's a good player. It did take a bad penalty tonight, but go Canes. Let's go, Jace. Thank y'all for the likes, by the way. And again, make sure you guys follow. Love to have you guys back in here for the next one. Low-key, y'all need to take us out because I'm scared my city will be burned to the ground. Oh, no. All right, we'll do it. We'll take you out. I need to come to... I would totally go to a game in Montreal, too. Gotta make sure I'm not going to get... try to end my life or something. They got gun control in Canada, don't they? I hear most Token heads say they don't watch the Canes without telling me. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I live in Wrightsville, Wilmington, and 21-year-old told me he bet $1,000 on the Canes today. Patriot. What a patriot. People are lighting fireworks in the streets and lighting up police cars. Right now? Wait, right now? They're doing that? That's crazy. One police truck was burned after they won. That's crazy. Like game 1? Oh, you don't know about right now. Oh, okay. Or like when they won the cup. Hey, people ask if Raleigh is a hockey town. I know. It's wild. I hope it's not happening right now. Hope you're not out there dodging stuff. I don't know. Hey, Ryan, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. That'd be crazy if you're just out there doing that. No, I think the 7th game against Buffalo. Oh, wow. No, that's pretty rough still. That is actually crazy that someone would do that. Canadiens win it all. I don't know. Hopefully not. We're trying to make sure that Naomi's good to go. Habs fans are nuts. Yeah. I remember when when the Canucks lost against Boston in like 2012. My lord, I remember the scenes from that. Even if the Canadiens win this series, they aren't winning the cup. I don't know at this point. I don't know. Anything but Vegas. Amen. Amen to that one. Yeah. Amen to that one. If Vegas goes and then it is Montreal, like if Montreal beats Carolina, I will be pulling for Montreal. Like, yeah, more than likely. That's kind of the plan. I don't want that to happen. But I'm just saying if it does. No way. I mean, I want the Hurricanes to do it. Manifesting the Canes to win. I'll tell you that. Thank you, Parlay Queen, for the manifestation for the Hurricanes to win this series. I do appreciate it. No. You know, must read my rules, right? Nope. What's the hate for Vegas? I have nothing. All right, look. I'm gonna say this one time. I'm not here to argue. Okay, I'm gonna say this. All right. Because I'm not here to argue about this. I'm not trying to bring this up or bring any trauma or anything like that. I have nothing against Vegas in particular. Well, besides like they have a cringy Twitter and stuff like that. It's Carter Hart. I do not like him, and I don't agree with what he's done. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna leave it at that. That's what I'm gonna say because that's my opinion. Well, not my opinion, but yeah, it's Carter Hart. I do not like Carter Hart. That's it. That's where it lies. Vegas stole the siren. I know, and they stole like. I mean, we can get like stuff like that, like pettier stuff, but like, yeah, like what the heck? Why are they trying to do that? They stole something else too, because they do another thing, don't they? I don't know. It is crazy though that the Hurricanes is like their hashtag now is sound the siren there. They don't have real ice in Vegas. Why should they win a hockey tournament? True. What's up? Cane's back up in the series. Yes, sir. What up, Anthony? How we doing there? Vegas and Canadiens in the final. No. Gotta get the Canes. Gotta get the Canes in there. I don't know though. I am like genuinely. I don't know how that. I don't know if the Avs can come back. I did not realize that Kel McCarr was this important to the Avs. Like I knew he was important, but like this bad, my lord. If the Canes beat the Canadiens, they will win. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe I don't know. Maybe so. I hope. McCarr's the best demon in the league. I know he's great. I get that. No, without a doubt, I know that he's especially there. But I was like, how good that the Avalanche are. I thought that they could weather the storm a little bit. Like, not that bad. Do we even know if McCarr is going to be able to go to the next game anyway? Canes didn't win any regular season games against the Canadiens this year, but they won a playoff game, and we're tied right now, and that's where it matters. Right behind the Vegas bench. Oh, wow. You know what was bad, though? Habs shots. That's how Carolina plays. Carolina is very suppressing. They will suppress you and not let you shoot the puck much. That's how Carolina plays. That is more how Carolina games go, like today. That is like the typical Carolina game. is how they are going to shoot a lot. They're not going to give up many opportunities, and then you're just going to have to hope for the best. Why do you think the Canes won tonight? What changed? Carolina was able to get to their game, and they weren't as tired. They were more focused and ever understood stuff. Because like when it comes to the first period, in game one, Carolina was just so unorganized. They were not ready. Carolina did not have to play a team that was to the level of Montreal in the first two rounds, and they were not ready for the speed and just the overall play and skill that is offered by Montreal. Once Carolina was able to see what that was in that first period, even though it was too late for them to come back in that one 4-1, they learned how to deal with it in the second period, and the third period was just whatever. They didn't do as great during that period, but it was allowing for Carolina to adjust and get ready for everything, make the necessary adjustments so that Carolina could come in today and get to their game, which they did. Still, Carolina didn't do as well as they could have because some of the pucks didn't get into the back of the net. They hit a lot of the posts. But finally, Carolina is able to actually get to their game. And I think Carolina could have won 5-2 today without even going to overtime. But Carolina was finally able to get to their game, and then Carolina was able to win today. And that's kind of the main difference that I see for Carolina today. Vegas will get revenge for the 2021 if we face the Habs. Personally, I think that the longer the series goes, the more mistakes we'll see from Montreal, Dobish especially, just because of the fatigue standpoint. Someone tried to defend the minor penalty on Texier. I'll wait. I don't think anyone will. I think that the Canadian broadcast was like that too. I think the Canadian broadcast was that too. And I've not seen a Montreal fan come in here and defend that yet. So Montreal can't shoot on the net. They definitely can. They didn't get an opportunity today. I do expect Montreal to come back and be better next game, though. Bro, they just had a president with that call. They did, though. They did. I do think Carolina's physicality will increase, though. Dobish was splitting pucks by the early third today. I did say this, too. Dobish did look a little bit more human, and he looked a little shaky at times. He was a little more emotional invested, and I think that that's going to play against him, especially because if Svetch knows that. Svetch is like a shark that smells blood. When he smells it, he's going to do something about it, and he's going to get in their head. He's done it with Mark Strome many a time. He's done it with other goalkeepers, stuff like that as well. Like, I don't know. We'll see how that goes throughout the series. Maybe it changes, but just based off of what I've seen in the past. Spicy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that one. I would be headhunted if I was a Canadian or Wild. I don't even have a dog in the East Coast fight. Do you think that the Knicks will win on Monday? I do. I think they close it out. Maybe the Cavs can win one for their home for their crowd, but then that's about it. Other than the fact I want the East to spank Colorado, Vegas. Fair. What jerseys do I have? For like the Hurricanes or like back there? That's a Miles Sanders signed jersey. Do you think the Vegas could sweep the Avs if they get stolen back for Game 3? Can they sweep the Avs? I don't think they sweep. Because I think Cale Makar will be back at some point. But Canes, I don't actually have any Canes jerseys. I have almost bought Canes jerseys twice, and it did not work out. I was getting ready to buy a Tara Vinen jersey. I was like, at the end of the season, left. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, maybe I'll get a Trocheck jersey. Gone. I was going to get an H's jersey. Traded. I'm very hesitant to get a jersey. I want to get an Ehlers jersey, but yeah. Every time I'm like, ugh. So what I've thought about doing is getting sometimes they'll sell the throwback 2006 Stanley Cup final jerseys with Rod Brindamore. I've thought about trying to get that one. Montreal is not that good of a team, honestly, but the Canes are playing down their level. I think Carolina's just got to get their feet underneath them, but I think they'll do a lot better. I do think Carolina is better than the Habs, but the Habs are a good team. And Vegas spanking Colorado was a question. Me. Just become a Corey Perry fan. You wanted to buy a Habs jersey today. I'm glad I didn't. So yeah, I just have to think about buying a jersey for a Hurricanes player, and then they're gone, and I'm good to go. Just goes to show how much one extra superstar can change the game. Makar, for sure. I didn't think it would be that bad though. When the Wild add one more superstar, watch out. And no, I got you. I got you. You got your team, and they came a little bit short, but it was close. Habs fans got jumped after the game for punching the lady. I did see that actually. Yeah, Christopher showed me that. Oh, please think about buying a KK jersey. Then that's what I'm saying. I gotta get a KK jersey now. I do like Barry Kotkaniemi, but I can't believe it took them a game and a third to call Bush on me. I get it. I get it. We'll see though. We'll see how this goes. KK, Kirill Kaprizov. No, KK is just Barry Kotkaniemi. I promise you. That's who they were talking. That's who Chris was talking about. I promise you. We literally can't get rid of KK. Yeah, 97. Kaprizov is great. No, 100%. But I promise you, when he's talking about KK, that's who he's talking about. That's like a Canes fan. I understand. Oh, I got you. I just making sure. I didn't want you to think that like I'm neglecting or like overlooking your thing. But yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Y'all got Boldy too, right? Like Boldy's really good, and then now you've got. I'll be honest with you. All right, you want me to hear you something? All right, you may not agree with this. You may not agree with this at all, but let me tell you something. The Wild would be better if they could get rid of Hughes. If you could trade Hughes and get something from him, you would be better off. I don't think that Luke Hughes is all that. I think he's overrated. And I think he's very wish-washy. I would get rid of it. I would get rid of him. If you could trade him, I would get rid of him. That's my thought. Go ahead and send him to Jersey. They'll be excited to have him. They would be so excited to have him. And then get something back from them. Try to go get like, I don't know what you get for them. Maybe a Nico Hischier. I don't know if that's possible, but like, go see what you can get from them. You'd rather play Vegas than Colorado? That's fair. You get Matthew. Well, I mean, that's an option. Get Matthews a free agent. I mean, that's a possibility. Possibility, yeah. Make sure you guys follow, by the way. We'd love to have you guys back in here, whether it be subscribing on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. Welcome, everybody, on YouTube as well. At the top of the chat, you can vote who you think is going to win this series between the Habs and the Canes. Right now, it's 100% Habs. So, not much Cane representation there. So, make fun of me now if you'd like. We'll get. I mean, that's unlikely there. The Habs lose. They did. They lost. I'm excited. I just remember what I said. Hey, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying. It could happen. I don't know. I don't know about like. We'll see them. I think it's unlikely. I think it is unlikely for y'all to get them. I mean, one or the other maybe, but I don't know. I just think it's unlikely. I don't know. I don't know if they would trade McDavid inside the Western Conference. Our franchise has been missing a first line center man for 25 years. 1993. Yo, what up, JD? OJC, who do you think I pull for? We've had a franchise for 25 years. Oh, yeah. This is the first time I had a GM, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think things are improved for the Wild. I think they're going to be fun to watch. They are. And I mean, hey, they knocked out the Stars, which is a really good team. If the Canes don't come through, we should just get into financial ruin to get McDavid. Yeah, why not? Yo, bro, do you think you can stream the UCL final? When is it? When is that one? Star Reflex. No, you're good. You're good. Sell our team. No, I get you. I get you. May the 30th, a week. I'll try to do the best I can. I'll do the best I can. We'll see what my schedule's looking like, JD. I'll try the best I can, okay? I'll look at the time. I'll get it figured out. I'll see if I can figure it out tonight at the very least. And then I'll let you know. I'll be live tomorrow as well for the Avalanche versus Vegas Golden Knights game 3. UCL, you do soccer too? Oh yeah, I have before. We got the World Cup coming up. I actually made the background or whatever for the World Cup. Y'all want to see what the World Cup looks like? Vegas versus Carolina for the Cup final. Want to have a great night? You're out. Hey, thank you for being here, Fritter. You have a good one. Thank you. Appreciate you. You have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I'll show you a little sneak preview. Let me show you all a sneak preview. You're getting an exclusive view of what it's going to be looking like here on the stream. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to probably head out here in a second because I do want to go shower and chill out a little bit here tonight. All right. JD's in here, so let me see. I'll give you an Ecuadorian flag in here just so you can have a little bit of happiness there. You know what? I'll do a Canadian flag and an Ecuadorian. Hold on. Now you can shower. We won. Exclusive. San Antonio X. He gets it. Yeah, you know it. You know what it is. All right, so this is exclusive. All right, Ecuador. And Canada. Canada. All right, so this is what it'll look like. Here's what it's going to look like during the stream. The stream's coming up for the World Cup. This is what the scoreboard will look like, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. You get a sneak peek. This is what when I do that one. No, I can't shower. We won. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I haven't cut my facial hair. Yeah, Ecuador won't face Canada. Yeah, no, I was just showing that so that, the Canadians can see theirs, and then, hold on, let me do that. And that. Yeah, I know they won't face each other, but that's kind of what it looked like. Me and the dude look like a. Sorry, not many NC people cover soccer. Any more NC people covering it? I love it, man. I used to stream Charlotte FC games all the time. I'm literally wearing I'm wearing a Charlotte FC jersey or shirt right now. I don't have it. I've got tons of Charlotte FC scarves. I used to go to games for Charlotte FC. I've been to more Charlotte FC games than any other. But I've got tons of scarves. I was a season ticket. Oh, where's it at? Where's it at? Hold on. I got a blind. I've got a cool thing I could show, but I don't know where it is. I'll have to find it. But I've got a Charlotte FC coin from the first year. Ecuador versus Germany will be good. Yeah. Remember when the Real Madrid UCL stream? Yeah, I used to stream Champions League all the time. I used to stream Champions League all the time. I'll be honest with you, I'm not in the know as much as I used to be, but I'll do the best I can. I'll do the best I can. But yeah, I love soccer. And I do need to do it more. I've just been so busy with just college and stuff like that. This past semester, I'm not even kidding y'all. I had 3 papers that were at least 5+ pages due a week, and it was. I'm telling you, I was writing like I've never wrote before. It was a lot. It was a lot of writing. But that's kind of what I'm going for, journalism sort of esque thing, because I want to do sports journalism, stuff like that. So yeah. Bayern versus Madrid, second leg was the craziest stream ever. Oh, I know. I wonder if I've got that saved here. Rosaloo, man. Yeah, I'll show you this. This like has some of my like past live streams here. Let me see if this shows. Here's like some of my past live streams I've done. I've done Formula One. I've done a lot of football, lot of football. Um, College football streams, done drafts. I've done hate watches. I was gonna show all this. There was a Hurricanes versus Sharks game. Monday Night Football doubleheader. Canes versus Devils. That was this first game of this year. I did. This was the World Series last year. Did the World Series. I did some college football streams. Draft party. I did football. This was like gaming streams where we did college football imperialism on Mad or college football. Those were good streams. I might have to redo those. Yeah, as you can see, my reaction last year. This was last year's Eastern Conference Final, Carolina versus. I did those last year. I did the AFC Championship game. I don't know why I do Hurricanes and Sharks all the time. That happens a lot apparently. A lot of football. Let's see if I can find the Champions League stuff. I know they're here. Basketball. NB. I mean, some of these are old. There's a basketball. Good Blade singing for like. Here's like, there we go. Look. Turkey versus the Netherlands. Like, yeah, there's a soccer. It's been a hot minute, but yeah, I did the Euros. Yeah, some of these are old. You can see these are really old because like these are like my old setups. My old playing League of Legends, Halo. Yeah. Been a hot minute. Been a hot minute since I've done some of these. So yeah. It does. It has been a minute. But yeah. There's your final score here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Carolina Hurricanes with a big dub. And they got the series tied back up. But all right, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all for being here. The Madrid versus Bayern second leg was something else. Yeah. This was the hero. You know it. You know it. All right, ladies and gents, I am going to head out tonight. I'm going to let this win soak in. I've been a lot of fun tonight, though. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here. We got another interesting game tomorrow for hockey. Glad Carolina was won. Going to get to enjoy that a little bit for a couple days. But thanks, everybody, for being here. I appreciate y'all, as always. Make sure you subscribe, whether it be on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. Make sure you follow and subscribe. We'd love to have you back in here. Thanks for all the gifts tonight. Parlay Queen, Damien, Susie, Zane. Thank you guys for all the gifts and all the support that y'all have been contributing here in the stream. It means a lot to have each and every one of y'all here with me. Seriously, it means the world. Congratulations to us Hurricanes fans for a big dub here tonight. And we'll be back. Like I said, I'll be back. Let's see. Tomorrow, I will be live, and we're going to be watching the Vegas Golden Knights at home against the Colorado Avalanche. They're trying to take a 3-0 lead. We'll see how that one goes. But thanks, everybody, for being here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all make sure you're checking on your fans. Never know what they're going through. Just a simple how are you doing can save their life and yours. Mental health matters, so take care of the view and the ones that you love. So thanks, everybody. I'll see you again. As always, free Palestine and fuck guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Peace.